No, again, I'm not sure that I can speculate as to the modalities or the circumstances in which these releases were secured. I have not been briefed about that, and I'm not, quite frankly, competent, to be briefed in that sense about whether or not, ransom was paid. And I don't think it's safe for us to just make those conclusions. Look, but I think that, Nigerians, because of what's going on, have developed, I think, that reactionary disposition to speculate or to imagine, what's going on behind the scenes. But again, like I said, I think that, at some point, the NSA and the, responsible managers of our, security system will, come forward to give us more information about what's really going on in terms of, the processes by which, these releases were, obtained, and the efforts to bring the perpetrators to justice. But I think one thing is clear, that is the resolve of Mr. President, that, we must defeat this terror. And let me say this, that, one potent tool for combating terror anywhere in the world, whether it's in the United States, after 9/11 or, in some other theaters where this has occurred, is that those who are targeted, who are, are under attack by these, criminals, usually, they bind together, they come together, they stand together shoulder to shoulder in unity to deliver a very unequivocal message to the perpetrators that this will not be tolerated. People coming to pick our children from their schools, they are enemies of the state and enemies of the people. So we must come together to speak in one voice. So, but when I see sometimes people, maybe because of, I think this whole, social media, dimension to our lifestyles today, people literally, share and circulate information in a way that suggests that some might even be, celebrating some of these things. I think we need to really calm down and understand that we are all implicated in this. This is our country. It's our only country. We have a president who is showing leadership. We have our troops who are fighting really hard. And by the way, let me comment on something I heard over your paper review, where someone was saying, I think it was the ADC, that issued statements suggesting that, look, if Nigeria can intervene in Benin to help restore democracy and law and order, that they wonder why we have not stamped out terror and banditry in our own country. Listen, when armies confront conventional armies, the rules of engagement are known. They are trained to fight those kinds of conventional warfare. Listen, terror is still a new, if you will, surge and scourge that is, confronting the world, where you fight asymmetrically, asymmetric warfare, where you don't even know who the enemy is, where, you see men who dress as women just to penetrate, civilian populations and do harm. It's not that simple. People who are embedded in communities, who live within, really ordinary communities, yet are armed and are dangerous. It's not the same. So I think we should, begin to stop, making this false equivalence, as though because, Nigeria intervened as we did commendably, heroically in Benin to restore democracy. Therefore, we should vilify them because we have, the war on terror that is still unfolding. Listen, the United States, that has the greatest army in the world, has not defeated terror everywhere it has confronted terror. It's, an ongoing, scourge, and we need to be mindful of that.